The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit and is a non-title match. Introducing first, from Cleveland, Ohio, TNT, Jack Connor!
And Parade of Champions rolls on as Jack Connor set to make his way out here. TNT Jack Connor, there he is for this non-title matchup against the Dean of Old School, Dante. I'm joined here in the announce position by a good friend of mine, Austin the Icon. Say hello, Austin.
Hello, people.
Jack Connor, he's a fan favorite of yours, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Explosive young rookie here in the RWA, looking to make a big name in a big way, wouldn't you say?
Yes, when I first met Jack Connor, I didn't really like him. I didn't think he was a good person, but as I see more matches and I see him improving, I see that he's a really good person.
I couldn't agree more. I somewhat felt the same way. He has really proven himself here and taking steps in the right direction to become a big player here in the RWA.
Which he has become.
You hear that dial tone in the background. I know you don't go this far back and you're not exactly old school, quote unquote.
No, I'm not.
But back in the day, I mean the 90s, we had dial-up internet, which means you had to dial a phone number and wait. And sometimes there was a busy signal and they wouldn't let you online, and it was nowhere as fast as this internet is today. I'm talking, you want to go on Transformers.com, you're waiting at least 3 hours.
That's terrible.
It is terrible. But times have changed.
Yes, we are very fortunate with the new technology we keep getting, and that's another story with all the science.
Another story for another time.
Yes.
So Dante making his way now and appears to be getting into a war of words with a fan at ringside.
No way to get the RWA universe behind you.
Certainly not. Showing off his international championship that he is very proud to hold. If you don't believe me, just ask him. He'll tell you.
Every champion wants to show off, but if it's like a heel like this guy and I'm seeing it, I'm gonna boo. I want to spit in his face. I want to punch him in the mouth.
Wow.
I just don't want to be there.
He really makes you that angry.
Yes, he was a very talented face, and now he just turns it all around back to the beginning as a heel.
Turned his back on a lot of people, including you and I, and I would have to say all of our RWA fans.
And even, what's the name? I think what was it? The Icons of Old School? No, Old School Icons.
Well, it has been quite a while since we've seen the Irish Warrior and Dante team up, and it was earlier today that Dante tried to assist the Irish Warrior, but Irish Warrior wanted no part of it, and he actually, you could hear him saying that Dante has since changed since winning the International Championship. He's a different man. He doesn't even know who he is anymore.
Yes. Championships, like, people are glad to have championships and all, but when it's turning on all of the fans, your allies, the allies are turned into enemies, and it's just no good because then you have nobody to really talk to, and as you were saying, there's no one to dial up. It's no fun.
Well said, as we see a knife-edge chop by Jack Connor, and Dante cutting him off with a gouge of the eye and backing him up for another knife edge of his own, and now licking his hand and chopping Jack Connor. Promise you that would leave a mark.
Very.
Now Dante's going up to the second rope, delivers that elbow into the, I think it was to the top of the head, if not the shoulder. I could not see from my vantage point.
But that's a very big dominant move. I'm not much of a fan at all, but sometimes you gotta respect the Dante because he might not be a good guy, but he's still got a lot of talent and all that.
Dante indeed has some talent, with a new mean streak about him. Say it, how do you like that, Mom? Right in front of Jack Connor's mother, who is at ringside.
That's terrible. That's just terrible. That's a little too far. I mean, talking war to a fan, that's fine, but that's a little bad but when you go into the opponent's mother when she's standing at ringside, that would really fire up Jack Connor.
Hopefully it does. Hopefully it lights a fire under Jack Connor. Dante to the second again, delivering a fist drop.
Yes, and he was like, what? He was pointing to his elbow. But sometimes that could distract you, and Jack Connor could have gotten right up right there and just beaten him down. If you taunt too much when you're in the middle of a big move, you could have lost it, but Dante was lucky right there. But I guess it's because of the St. Patty's thing in the air, like when it's lucky or not.
Ah, he's got the luck of the Irish.
Definitely not the luck.
Neckbreaker now by Dante, one of the other vintage moves of the Dean of Old School.
Yes. Oh, and back to the luck thing. He might have the luck of the Irish, but not the luck of the Irish Warrior. But that's another story we already completed.
There we go, scoop, and no, setting him into the corner.
Oh, that's just terrible. And he still has him. What's he gonna do now?
Backbreaker drops him down, goes for a pin, but does not hook the leg.
That's terrible.
You made a very valid point earlier. If Dante does not take this seriously, if he continues the showboat, given the opportunity, Jack Connor can turn this thing around. Nobody home for the splash.
See,
there's a cover. 1, 2, 3. There you have it.
Yes.
There you go, Austin. You called it. Jack Connor victorious, capitalizing on a mistake of Dante, and Dante's ready to blow a gasket.
Yeah, well, he better, because he doesn't belong here to me. Because sometimes he just seems like he's a no-good, big, fat waste of space.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
But I'm really happy that Jack Connor won this match, and he deserves that. But
Jack Connor indeed victorious.
But Dante should be glad it was a non-title match.
Well, yes, like my young colleague just said. Good thing it wasn't for the title, but you have to figure with a big win here, you got to figure that launches him into contention. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
See ya.
Jack Connor, I'm gonna get you back, and I'm gonna break you in 3, you little rookie punk.